OpenClaw, new free update. Change how you run AI agents forever. You've been doing AI agents the hard way, storing your API keys in plain text config files, running agents that don't know which thread they're in, dealing with connections that drop at the worst time. That changes today. OpenClaw just dropped a major free update, and it fixes a lot of the stuff that was holding people back. Some of these changes are serious, especially on the security side. Stick around to the end because the security fixes alone make this worth watching. Hey, I'm Julian. I help people learn how to actually use AI tools, not just talk about them. Today we're breaking down OpenClaw version 2026.2.26, released February 27th, 2026. Free update, live right now, packed with new features and critical security fixes. We're covering external secrets management, Threadbound agents, WebSocket transport, Android improvements, a new Routing CLI, and security patches you need to know about. Let's get into it. Quick context if you're new. OpenClaw is a free open source AI agent that runs on your own machine. Not a chatbot. It actually does things, reads your files, sends messages, runs commands, manages your calendar. It connects to WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Signal, iMessage, and more. You bring your own API key, Claude, GPT, Gemini, whatever model you prefer. Your data never goes to OpenClaw's servers. It stays on your machine. 233,000 GitHub stars at time of recording, one of the fastest growing open source projects of 2026. Now let's talk about what's new. First up, external secrets management. Before this, people were storing API keys, tokens, and passwords directly in config files in plain text. That's a problem. If someone gets access to your config file, they get everything. This update introduces a full secrets workflow through a new command, OpenClaw secrets. 4 actions: audit, configure, apply, reload. Audit shows what secrets are in your setup. Configure defines where they come from. Apply pushes them into the running system. Reload activates them at runtime without restarting. You can now reference secrets by name in your config instead of pasting the actual value in directly. So your config shows something like $myAPI and the real value lives somewhere secure, not exposed in the file. This doesn't add a flashy new capability. It just makes your setup dramatically safer. If you're running OpenClaw for real work, implement this first. When I first started using OpenClaw, I was genuinely overwhelmed. There's a lot to configure and a lot of ways to get it wrong. That's when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom, with over 2,000 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. Next, ACP Threadbound agents. ACP is the Agent Communication Protocol, the layer that handles how agents talk to each other and to the gateway. Before this update, ACP agents weren't fully integrated into how OpenClaw managed conversation threads, which caused inconsistencies, stale state, and messy shutdowns. This update makes ACP agents first-class runtimes for thread sessions. Agents are now properly bound to specific conversation threads with clean lifecycle controls. They start, run, and shut down without leaving zombie processing. Startup reconciliation means if something goes wrong on launch, the system can recover and align state correctly. Coalesce thread replies means multiple agent responses that fire close together get combined intelligently instead of sending as a flood of separate messages. For anyone building multi-agent workflows or running multiple accounts, this is a meaningful reliability improvement. Feature 3, WebSocket first transport. OpenClaw's codecs integration now defaults to WebSocket instead of SSE server-sent events. WebSocket is a two-way persistent connection. SSE is one way. For an agent that needs real-time back and forth, WebSocket is the better fit. The setting is called Transport Auto, which tries WebSocket first and falls back to SSE if it's not available. You can still override this per model or per runtime if needed. For most people, this is transparent, faster responses, more stability, no configuration required. Android nodes got 2 meaningful upgrades: new device.status and device.info commands. Let your agent query your Android device's current state directly. Think battery level, connectivity status, device info. Your agent can now see that and factor it into decisions. Plus notifications.list. Your agent can now see active notifications on your Android device and act on them. You could build a workflow where your agent monitors incoming notifications for specific keywords and triggers an action automatically. Android has lagged behind iOS in node capabilities. This update starts to close that gap. Feature 5, the agent routing CLI. 3 new commands: OpenClaw agents bindings, OpenClaw agents bind, and OpenClaw agents unbind. Before this, changing which agent handled which channel meant digging into config files and hoping you got it right. Now you can view all your current bindings at a glance, bind an agent to a specific account or channel, and unbind to reroute when things change. When you add a new channel using OpenClaw channels add, it now prompts you to set up a binding right in that same flow. For anyone managing more than one agent or more than one account, this removes a lot of friction. Now, the part of this update you really can't skip. OpenClaw has access to your files, accounts, credentials, and runs commands on your machine. That's the whole point. But it also means when there are security holes, they matter. This update patches multiple vulnerabilities reported by security researchers. Fix 1, node execution approvals. An approval could be bypassed via a symlink attack, letting the system run something it shouldn't. Now patched with stricter approval, verification, and symlink rejection. Fix 2, plugin channel HTTP auth. Alternate URL encodings could bypass the gateway's authentication checks. Closed with proper path normalization. Fix 3, gateway node pairing. Device metadata is now pinned on reconnect, so a device can't spoof identity to gain expanded permissions. Fix 4 and 5, 2 separate sandbox path escape issues. Both involved symlinks being used to write files outside your workspace boundaries. Both are now closed. Fix 6, config include hardening. You can no longer load config includes from outside the trusted route or use hard links to bypass the guardrails. Fix 7, Microsoft Teams Media. Attachment downloads now go through SSRF guarded fetch paths, protecting against server-side request forgery. Fix 8, multi-account pairing isolation. Pairing allow lists are now scoped per account, so one account's pairing can't bleed into another. All of these are live in version 2026.2.26. If you haven't updated, do it today, don't sit on it. Let's recap. External secrets management, proper secure credential handling with audit, configure, apply, and reload. ACP threadbound agents, cleaner agent-to-thread binding, better lifecycle control, smarter replies, WebSocket first transport, faster, more stable codecs connections, Android, device status querying, and notification listing now available. Agent routing CLI, bind, unbind, and manage agent routes from the command line. 8 security patches covering node execution, path handling, auth bypasses, and multi-account isolation. Solid update. The open source community behind OpenClaw put serious work into this one. If this was useful, hit like and subscribe to stay on top of AI tool updates. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences, what's working, what's not, which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip, no hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, ESOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are crushing it with AI. I'll see you in the next one.